Good evening everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday so far. Let me swap on over to the scene. Where's my audio gone? Can't see my buttons. There we go. Good evening, one and all. How are you all? How's your Sunday? How's your weekend? Bonebreaker, Monkey D. Luffy, Torgman, Darkwing, Will, Jack, Natty, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been making lots of gold or enjoying the lovely sunshine if you haven't been playing well. Made it to the start of the second time, fantastic. And we do have an Oreo with us tonight. He's got his own camera. He's decided to go into the little corner bed. So I managed to set up the camera for him so you can see him quite nice and clearly. I've got a light on him as well. So he's all ready for the stream, sleeping away at the moment. It's quite warm up here. It's probably going to get warmer over the next few hours, but we'll see what we can do. We'll go through our normal gold making routines, bits and pieces, and we'll see what we can do in terms of relisting our auctions, see what we can do in terms of legendaries, see if there's anything more excuse me, more we can craft there. We'll also have a look at the Wowhead blog once that goes live at 7, so we'll talk all about that. So I think well, let's start. I need to relist my auctions. Haven't done any of that today yet, so let's head in that direction. First and foremost, get some auctions on, see if we've got any more gold. It's still under 1 million gold at the moment, so we really do need to increase that amount significantly. There's a few sales in, 3,600, so that's a good start. Let's see what else we got. Excuse me. I see a cat bed, indeed. You don't normally see this one, this is tucked away in the corner. Mantheus, good evening to you. Can't stay for too long. Ice hockey final to watch. Interesting. Didn't realise you followed ice hockey, but lovely to have you here. You are mentioned in the blog with the Auction House podcast this week with Jack. So there's that to look forward to. I was listening to that this morning. I didn't manage to get all through it today, unfortunately. I was busy doing other things, but looking forward to finishing that one off later. Is it a Finland sport, is it? It's not something I've really sort of not really followed, that's for sure. Really fun to do the podcast with Mattis, yeah. With Finland in the final, it's hard to ignore. Ah, right. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. I see. Right, let's go through this lot on, and we'll go on from there. So we've got the usual culprits on at the moment, just various tailoring and enchanting at the moment. I managed to have a fairly successful week in trying to build up some sales. We've gotten back up to 52,000 on Samadan, just through being more active on the auction house. So hopefully I can continue this along a little bit more, perhaps. Fingers crossed. I'll go through, get everything on first. But how's everyone else's gold making been? Have we who's been doing legendaries and have they been working for them? Who's been doing different things and has that been working for them? And how's the token price looking? 267,000. That's not too bad. Seems to be hovering around that high 250 mark, but under 300, which is good. So there is that at least. You've been banking. That's good to know, Darkwing. You'll also be pleased to know I actually cleaned up my guild banks earlier in the week. It's looking a lot cleaner for Samadan. So that's another good productive thing I was able to do earlier. I'll just move this across so you can see everything. Just see all the windows there. There we go. I sold 2 Darkmoon Fair and Transmog Weapon this week. 430 in sales. 430k in sales. Oh wow, that's amazing, Darkwing. I saw your tweet about that, about not losing, getting rid of your auction house data, and I really wish I hadn't gotten rid of mine when I was having problems with TSM. I did delete a lot of my older data, and I love to keep that kind of stuff as well, for the same reason. That was great. Listen to One Wise Guy and up my Auction House Castle Scan game. Brady created a monster, Matthias. Mr. Honkit, good evening to you. Went for the quit. Technically saves me a token a month. Well, that's certainly an option, isn't it? Come back when you're ready and feel inspired, certainly. But lovely to have you here, Mr. Honkit, in whatever capacity. You started with tailoring legendaries and got 4 rank 4 and the rest rank 3. Oh, okay, that's really good going, Monkey D. Luffy. How much money did you spend on that? Sounds like a lot. I do have Mantius's cheat sheet up on the side here, so I can look at that for my crafting cost of things. I'm going to change my operations slightly, see if I can tweak those based on crafting cost. We'll see what happens. You played some WoW today. Oh, fantastic, Will. Welcome back. Leveling your druid on Argent Dawn. Oh, fantastic. Was your druid not already 60? Or were you mainly on Shadows? You were mainly on Shadow Song at the beginning, weren't you, for all the farming and stuff? Good to have you back farming, that's for sure. You had it for 1456 and 1488 and 1611 days before selling something. Yeah, that's a good long chunk of time, definitely. The eye's all good now. Yes, it's much better. Thank you, Mantius. It was a basically it was a sty on my my right eye, and I was doing all the bathing wrong. And then Mrs. Samadan showed me the correct technique, and it suddenly cleared up straight away there and then. So all praise Mrs. Samadan for helping me get my eye better. Doc Otto, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Epithese, good evening to you. I'm just glad to have 900k gold on the auction house and 1.2 million gold liquid. That's really nice. A good solid start, certainly. Some ideas for your landing page. Let's have a look. Call making articles, call making guides. Click over guides, get notified. Yeah, I like that for the landing page. That's nice. I like it, Jack. Works well. Want to pick my brain this week? Absolutely. Hit me up, and if I'm available, I will be able to answer, certainly. Your 60s are on Shadow Song. I think use that server to make tokens via farming. Yeah, I think you'll be in a good position at the moment. The way materials are here on Shadow Song, definitely can make some decent gold that way. Empty mailbox. You sold for 351k in 1.5 weeks. That's really nice goalkeeping margin. Really nice. Congratulations on that one. Good evening, Real Ginny. Sounds totally self-serving. What's to see what you look like that day? I don't think that's quite the motive behind it. It was more so that I can be driving again and wouldn't be so grumpy. Commander Bond, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. And Doc Otter, the legendary sales for me are, well, not massive. There's been a few selling for a loss at the moment. Just trying to recoup some of my costs is the main thing. Eventually, I think, I'm not sure how much I'm going to gain out of tailoring, because the spolders, the rank 4 spolders are already below crafting cost. So, I'm not really sure on that one. Should all listen more to Mr. Sam. Absolutely. I cannot recommend it enough. She has much wisdom and knows everything. And Wolfslog, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. If there's anything specific you want add-on wise, just ask away and we'll be able to show them for you or give you a link to them. No clue. It was a level 35 according to the tooltip. Might be an investment for 9.1. Yeah, this is what I'm thinking with the legendary stuff. I'm not expecting to make a huge amount of gold at this point in the expansion. I'm hoping that I'm just going to be ready enough for 9.1 when it comes out, so that I can at least get some characters through. Just sold imbued netherweave bag, 1,300. First sale of the evening. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just going through listing our auctions on first and foremost, getting everything back on. We'll go through and do restocks and things like that a bit afterwards, but I'll just go through and get everything listed on first. Good morning, Saigon Paul. Coffee is ready. Fantastic. I'm streaming. It is a good day indeed. It is towards the end of the day for us, but it's been a great weekend, actually. Had a really good weekend. Drops off pickpocketing mobs in Pandera. I don't know if it still drops after the level squish. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that could be interesting. So maybe someone was looking to complete their transmog or something like that. Yeah, just being able to sell it is good. It's nice to have these things that eventually sell. Certainly for a good amount of gold as well. I've got a few things on at the moment I could do with just filling out, because I know I've collected quite a few recipes. I haven't necessarily gotten all of those on the auction house at this point. And I also want to do the crafted gladiators gear as well. I think that could be an interesting market to at least just have a few of those on. Heard this was a hot tub stream. Where's the speedo? You won't find that here, Worgen. But you will certainly find lots of people talking about hot gold making tips and things like that. So we can at least give you some advice from the gold making perspective. With the bonus of TSM 411, you had some great success with 168 this week. Really helpful to cover the cost of leveling, tailoring Legos. Yeah, the 168s are pretty good, I would say. I try to make sure I keep those stocked up. Once we can get some crafting operations in 4.11, I think we'll be in a really good position to add optional reagents. I don't know if that's the thing. Oh, I think we've just lost an Oreo. He's come to lay next to me. I might as well just put his camera off for the moment. There we go. Are they in? Ooh, let me hold the phone. Is this new? Crafting operations. Let's make a new one. Restock crafting value. Ignore characters. Apply operation to groups. No. Assuming you have the groups set up correctly. I'm looking for crafting operations. I've got the base item stuff. Yeah, that's what I've done already with the 168 gear. I thought you meant crafting operations here. I want to be able to add in an optional reagent here in my crafting operation so I can restock easily. There isn't anything yet as an option for that. I know we have in the... If I just delete that for a minute, hold on, confirm. There's no need. Really? Will that then go through in the crafting queue? If I was to say, like, hold on, tailoring here. If we go here, because obviously we've got the Crafters Mark II here. So if I set... Just crop all 168s by item level into their own child group. Yeah, so I've done that already. That's what I have. So we're going to here, we'll go into TSM groups, and let's go look in tailoring. So I have, say, the 168 Crafter's Mark gear here. So this is already set by item level. So this is all 168 gear here, each of these. When does it ever get you to 3D model and animate his hot tub moon? Well, no, real Ginny. That sounds like a fun project, certainly. Into that, and then you're good to go. So if I give this a crafting operation, are you telling me that I will then craft these automatically with a Crafter's Mark added into them? Which would be fantastic if that's the case. Let me test this out. This is big news. This is fantastic news. I never knew it would work this way. I was expecting a crafting operation to add the optional reagents in. But this could be brilliant. Okay, so would this work also with legendaries as well? The massive project's done. Oh, fantastic, Saigon Paul. Thank you for sharing that one. So, bearing in mind, everyone, if you're not already aware, I'm on TSM 4.11 Alpha. This isn't available yet. So if I'm going to clear this queue, TSM groups, and I'll deselect all of these. I'm just going to have a look at tailoring. So sell 168 crafters marks, restock selected groups. So it's going to make all of these with the crafters mark written in there in the queue. So gathering doesn't support the crafting of crafters mark 2, but this is game changing. Mantheus, thank you. For some reason I thought it was going to be different in terms of the way you make a crafting operation. But the fact that this actually tells me Crafters Mark 2 to put these on there. Gathering wise, I mean, how many do I have? I need some penumbra thread. I need to grab some of that. Obviously we're missing a couple here already. But a couple of those. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. You could have done with being in it. We'll have to put in a word with Gumdrops. I think it would be useful to have more people testing it. This is fantastic. So I can literally restock these missing ones, 2 of each. So I've got 1 of each of these. Crafters Mark 2. How many do I currently have on me at the moment? I've only got 4 in my bags. So I'll have to make sure that I've got a stock of those. I can actually make 8 of them now. I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the 4 I've got. So if I made all 8, that would be useful. Let's make some Crafters Mark 2. Still trying to break it, but this is absolutely fantastic, Mantheus. Thank you for sharing this. This is big news indeed. So does this also work with legendaries? And I'm assuming the 168 gear as well. That's going to be another option here. So I'm missing, mainly this is going to be penumbra thread, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to have to head on out from here and fix this up. So let me just check my bags, completely full of stuff, so let me just throw that on first. Yeah, it'll be interesting to try it with legendaries as well. Because the problem I have with the legendaries is the crafting cost doesn't seem accurate at the moment. Even before 168 gear market crashes due to TSM support. This is the thing, Nabble, is definitely going to happen, isn't it? Right, let's get these on. So I've got some Grimvale spoilers and things on here and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to work on my groups here and make sure that they all work correctly for this. Does it prompt you to make the marks? That I don't know. I've just pre-crafted, according to Mantheus' advice, to do it ahead of time. So we take those. We need to get ourselves some thread. I don't. Where's the best way to get our thread? Really, is to. If I could go to Bastion, that would not Bastion. If I could go to Borealis, that would be easiest. In terms of picking some up there. Let's go Dalaran, Stormwind, and to go that way. Yeah, it's 200 we think. I think that's the thing is, once we get into the Crafters Mark 3, and well, I guess the Crafters Mark 4 stuff is going to be particularly exclusive, whilst it's so expensive, isn't it? It just shouts about it being missing. Oh, right, okay, that works. 87s is still a thing. I believe so, yes. I've still been able to sell a few of those, certainly. Right, let's just jump through here. Going to test this for. Oh, do they, Real Ginny? Where's the vendor in Bastion? I think I just need to let Oreo out. One moment. There you go, Alice. What's your game? There we go, we did have him briefly, at least for a moment. Yeah, as I'm going to Borealis anyway. I didn't think of which vendor had the penumbra thread. But as we're here, I can go through and do a few much. Is it in Hero's Rest, is it? Yeah. In your Covenant Sanctum, potentially. Okay, thank you, Darkwing. We'll have to go over and check that, actually. I'll go and buy them here whilst I'm here, and then I'll come back. And I'll go grab some more. if needs be. So I know I've got, the thing is I've got Exalted reputation here. I haven't quite got Exalted with Ascended yet. So it's actually cheaper for me currently to buy them from here. I'm just going to buy myself a bunch of stacks whilst I'm here. I'm also going to get some nylon thread whilst I'm here because I'm running low on that. Take that whilst I'm here. Right, now we can head back to Elysian Hold and just see if there's one there. Yeah, just put 1,000 within the bank. I mean, just getting a few stacks there is definitely useful. Then we'll head on back. Okay, that's easy enough. So with our new penumbra thread, vendor wise, I'm not sure what vendors we have and where around here. There's ones around the edges, I guess. We could look to see if there's one here. Who do we have? No one obvious there. Let's go check up here. See if there's anything obvious here vendor wise. You're the weaponsmith. You're the weaponsmith. You're all the Nathrian weaponsmiths, so I don't think those will be what I need. Let's go here and have a look. No, they're not on the Brutosaur. Let's go over the other side. Let's have a look. Then we've got Mount Vendor, Seeker, and then we've got, oh, what have we got here? Trade supplies and repairs. There we go. Here we go. So we have nylon thread, yes. Let's just repair our items whilst we're here. Bright baubles. I didn't see anything penumbra thread there. We got the old ones. Skinning knife. This is all old stuff. Well, that's useful to know. You can at least get the old stuff. Heavy silken and the nylon thread. Once I get to Exalted here, that will be useful. In terms of here, armor vendor, you're not going to be it. There's an innkeeper here. That's interesting. Didn't realise there was one there. Cooking supply. Oh, there's cooking supplies here. That's going to be good to know. I can go and pick those up. That was one thing that will always annoyed me. Yeah. Innkeeper is just. Let's have a look. That's all of those. Check there. That's what's this one? Ascension Crafter. And the weapon. What's we got here? That's all just extra stuff. Can't see anyone else here. Oh, there's a couple of things over here on this side. That's the pet vendor and the mount vendor. Okay, not those. So this is the one, yeah. So it is Hero's Rest, is it? Okay. Let's just look at this on TSM4 because you'll see this alphabetically by name. See no penumbra thread there, certainly. Yeah, it's definitely not there. That's where I'd expect to see it, certainly. Okay. There's no one else I see around here. It looks like whilst I'm here I ought to do these as well. But hold on. We have a whole load of different stuff. We've got multiple squirrels going along here. But first of all, Cezella, thank you so much for the raid. How are you? How was your stream? Welcome everyone from Cezella's stream. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. No threads in Bastion, sorry. No problem, Haddock. Thank you for looking, yeah. And good evening, Jeannie, as well. Yeah, it looks like Hero's Rest might be the way to go with that one, I think. But we were looking at crafting with TSM 4.11 Alpha with the Crafters Mark II. This is what we were. This was our first. We were currently making putting our auctions on, and then Manthius gave us this great heads up that we can actually make our Crafters Mark 168 gear directly through TSM 4.11 Alpha, which we're just testing out now. And so these all would need the Crafters Mark II on them, which apparently it does. So if we just go and make these, I want to see whether it's correctly made them as 168 gear. Yeah, this is for alpha at the moment, so hopefully beta soon, or at least release soon, would be very good. So we're just testing this out. So we just made ourselves a whole load of 168 gear just through our restocking operations, which is really good. So let's have a look. And then with that on auctioning, let's go through and run a post scan. So these should all match our any other 168 gear, because that's what they're in the group for. They're just base item level, so it doesn't matter the different variations. They should all match just fine. Seems like a reasonable price on those as well. In terms of crafting cost, I can't see the crafting. Oh, there it is. Crafting cost is quite cheap actually, 182. So they should be good to go. Let's get those on. Okay, that's easy. That's good. And restore alt to figure it out. Yeah, that's the main things. Yeah. No more having child groups per item level. Oh, to one group and then figuring out from there. Oh, that would confuse me, Saigon Paul. I think I'd prefer to have them at least subgroups anyway, just so I can see what I'm making. I can turn them on and off more easily then, and dictate which ones I'm going to make. But that would be interesting, actually, wouldn't it? Legendaries I'd like to look at as well, but let's finish off first with our listings on that everything was going on first. Let's just finish that process off, see what we've got at the end of the mailbox. We didn't quite finish here. Got 3,600, so not a huge amount, but ticking through the gold. What are we left with? Lots of legendary gear at the moment. Oh, we sold an Alec plushie. That's a level 25 Alec plushie as well, so that's interesting. And a red linen shirt as well, so we'll probably make another Alec plushie. Put the level 1 one on. That could be a reasonable thing. From a pet perspective. So you get again some Grimveiled bracers going on here. Got all of those on. Deep sea bags, they seem to be selling quite well at the moment. 222, small increase in price there. Nothing huge. Various patterns and things. And some of the things that are a real loss here, but that's okay. That's only the Grimveiled stuff. Okay, so let's pick up all of this and the spare bits and pieces. The best part of 411 will be, what's that, Darkwing? Obviously can't be crafted as different levels with battle pets. Yes, there is that, of course. Making pricing mistake, and we can snatch up the cheap stuff. Well, there will be pricing mistakes, that's for sure, as people get used to the new system of things. But hopefully, with enough guides out there, we can educate people quickly enough. Add all the pets by item level, and you can compete with others by quality and item level. So you can basically just split it. You can put the 25s and the, because I've got that in my group for the Alec plushie. I've got the 25 and the level 1 in the same group, and then I would assume TSM would price them accordingly, which would be nice, certainly. So that's all of that done. We looked at restocking those. Let's have a look at that as well with 4.11. So what we also want to look at, let's just go over, let's check my auctions first so we can see them. What I'd also like to test out is the 80 item level 87 gear. So if we have, go to TSM, go to our groups, and we look at, so I've got the Shadow Lace gear 168, we just tested that. Let's look at this. Now we don't actually have any items in here by item level. Specific item we don't, base item we don't. I must have cleared this group at some point, because I don't see them in here. In which case, Novice Crafter's Mark gear. Let me check. Let's go over to tailoring. Let's use this manually for a minute. Actually, no. Let's stick with TSM for the moment. So this would be shrouded cloth spolders, add optional reagent, the Novice Crafter's Mark, crafted spolders, and queue that one up. So that gives me the crafted cloth spolders with a Novice Crafter's Mark on. Do I have a Novice Crafter's Mark on me? I have 22 on me, so that should be good. Yeah. Had a good friend remind you to use Elun's Lantern on a daily basis to get Elun's Stone. Seems super easy and can be done on every toon with solid stone. Okay, and what's the Elun Stone used for, Doc Otter? Sounds like a nice little cooldown one to do, certainly. Whilst ignoring the rarity, either you treat all versions as one and the same, or you differentiate between versions based on both level and rarity. Oh, okay, I see. The value source for item level and quality and price of the pets. That's another option as well, Jack. Yeah. Or specific item care about a specific type of pet or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Derpalicious, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Anything good? We're just looking at thanks to Manthius, at the TSM 4.11 Alpha restocking with the Crafter's Marks in them. So what we're doing here is I just need to make a group of them first. So let me just make a few of these, add reagents, queue up that, add reagent, queue up that, just so I've got one each of these, add optional reagents, oops, not craft, queue, there we are, just make sure that's done. Novice Crafter's Mark, the cape, queue that one up. Mittens are 111, so we'll change that to Novice. Queue that up. And I just need to have one of these each in my, because I don't think I've got any of these at the moment on the auction house. I've been remiss in doing my eyelash level 87 gear on Samadan here, simply because it's so hard, but this could be interesting. The belt is 99, so we can change that to that, and then I think the braces will miss because oh no, they are requires level 50, and those are requires level 50 for the sandals, so we'll leave those two out, braces and sandals. Everything else we should be fine on, so we've got each of those with a Novice Crafter's Mark on it. Okay, so let's just go craft all of those. Bullywolf, good evening. There are lots of famous people around here. We are amongst esteemed company, that's for sure. Yeah, nice cream swims and gold making. Yeah, I don't tend to overcomplicate pet selling. I just put it on for whatever I can get. You're sad you can't play. Oh, why can't you play, Bullywolf? So about Swedish National Day. Oh, right, okay. It's her birthday tomorrow. Ah, right. Congratulations on her birthday, first and foremost. Right, so we've got just made a bunch of eye level 87 gear. One of those was a shadow lace tunic. We'll ignore that one. That's different. That we didn't make that. So this is all under BOE. Well, let's just update our groups here. Filters, TSM, check all groups, close, and then we can just do a quick reload just to make sure that that goes through correctly. Yeah, Oreo was here and left. He was here briefly, certainly. Kurochi, good evening to you. Not late at all. You're bang on time. So let's have a look and see if that works. So first of all, I should see that in my Addy bags coming through as a separate group, and we should see, oh, they still come in as BOE actually. Interesting. Okay, so that's probably something to do with the grouping and the item. Oh no, they're not in a group, that's why. Okay, my mistake. There we go, let's make the group up. So we've got the group here, but we haven't got any items into it. So this time, instead of using specific item, we're going to use item level. So this is all item level 87. Now we should see more than these. This is missing. We've got the hood and the spolders, correct. But where's everything else? That one's fine. This looks... Oh, it's here again now, okay. Must have been a slight bug there, not being able to see them. 87, 87, 87, and 87. Okay, all of those. Add those into a group. So operations, override parent operations, crafting plus 1,000. So that should give me a good margin on each of these. 12 hours post cap. And it's actually plus 250. That's misleading, crafting plus 1,000. Let's change that to 250 gold. So the minimum price is 110% crafting plus 250 gold. We want to add in our time and effort onto this. And then we want to go back to our group here, operations. So crafting operations, we want to override this and we want to have 2 of each in. So we've already got some on, but we want to put some more on. So if we now then go to, let's just check our auctions just so that TSM can see everything. There's everything. And then we'll go to our tailoring and we go to our groups. And let's just take, deselect everything and restock on these. We should make 1 each of these. And they should all have novice crafters marks assigned to them, which they do. Do I have enough novice crafters marks? So I don't know, so let's just try it and see. So let's start making some. Craft next. There we go. Robe, cape. Not sure how many crafters marks I have here, but let's see which ones we make with this. So there's the item level 87 gear. Is this all the right level? Looks like we created everything correctly, so that's good. And then we'll go back onto TSM and on the auction house rather, and we'll go auctioning and we'll run, should be all on there already selected, yes it is. Run a post scan and these are all going for the crafting plus 250 and it's all the item level 87 gear. Fantastic, loving that. That's working better than I thought it was going to be actually. Yeah, I was going to say I was charging 1,000 gold. No, unfortunately no. The prices have bottomed out more to 300, 500, which given the crafting costs of less than 100, I know we've got the high deposit fees on these, but that is more margins that I'm comfortable with. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that indeed. Okay, so I can just make sure I do the same for my blacksmithing, my enchanting, my blacksmithing and my leatherworking, and probably jewel crafting as well, but I'm not there yet with jewel crafting. Actually, no, I'm not even there with blacksmithing, it's just leatherworking. I need to make sure that that works correctly. 49,000 here though, so we're doing okay. We probably, oh, I've got a few things still left in there. Did they not get posted on? Did I only post one of them? Let me just check. Filter by groups. Let's go have a look at Crafters Mark II, select group. So we did have just one each on, so did I do something different with my group there? Novice Crafters Marks, auctioning, crafting. Post cap was 5. Amount kept in bags is the same, so I should have expected those to be posted, 2 of those posted on and not left 2 in my bags. That's slightly strange. Let's try again. Yeah, so it's not posting those on. Let's try a / reload just in case, because sometimes it's difficult with TSM when you're putting things in with different item levels, so it's always recommended to do a reload. Maybe that will be the fix here. Let's try it. At least you're not a vampire. Went out for less than 30 minutes and you're sunburnt. That is tough. I went out for a big 3-hour walk and didn't get sunburnt, luckily. Run a post scan, so okay, it's coming on this time. Maybe that was just a reload error on that side of things. But there we go, let's post those back on. Okay. You have servers where you have to post those manually now, too volatile. Yeah, it can be tricky looking at the prices of these. If they drop too much, it could be expensive. So at least we've got something going along here, which is good. Wow, okay. That's a great start to the stream. Something interesting to go through. Let's go through and post on our other auctions on our other characters before the Wowhead blog goes live. That way we can at least get ourselves in a situation where we're selling some things on, and then we can do restocking afterwards. Yeah, the reload forces it to save it as well. It's a good idea, Darkwing. I do it especially anything to do with item level. Those are the main ones I really sort of want to focus on. Or I find that TSM doesn't necessarily treat it correctly until I've done a reload. So, well, we're doing well here at the moment. I was just parked here because I wanted to use the mailbox, and this was the easiest place to do it. So let's just pop on outside, and we've got some expires here. So now we can do the same with our 168 and our 87 gear for leatherworking as we did with tailoring. We've got total gold here 1,400. So there's some options there. Wonder what we have sold. Shade-bound gauntlets. Okay, fantastic. Is that the 168 gear? I think that's a good price, actually. Let's just post this lot on. Auctioning. So we've got Desolate and Shade Shadow 168 gear. I'll split this into leather and mail, which kind of makes it slightly tricky, but we should be fine on this. Let's post these on. So some of these, like the Desolate leather, we've already got, which is good. So those are in a group already. Got reload on the keybind on your tune. That's good going, actually. I do have reload down here, actually, as a macro. Not quite at keybind level, but it's there to click if I need to. We're working our way slowly through the whole campaign on Earthen. I'm starting with the whole Covenant mission table as well, using my phone during the day, which is really handy. So let's go through, grab the rest of that, get the gold as well. 43,000 gold now. Right, with that done, Division Storms, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Just going through posting our auctions on, but also updating our groups to make use of Crafter's Mark crafting with 4.11 alpha. Can't wait for flying, since you saved up a ton of 40k lore vids to listen to when farming. That's a great combination, definitely. Stick them on and off you go. There's a lot to the Warhammer 40k lore. I've read a few of the Black Library novels, mainly sort of Warhammer Fantasy rather than 40k, but they were good to read. When I worked at a games company that was making Warhammer Online, I just had access to a whole load of Black Library novels, so I just borrowed a few, which was really nice. Right, so let's go here. Done those. Okay, we need to make our auctioning operations. Okay, so let's have a look at this Desolate. So we have here, which had both groups here, which is all the 87 gear, yeah. Operations, cell crafting plus 250, which is correct, plus 250, so that's good. Let's go back here and change this to add 2 of each in, and the Shade Shadow, crafting plus 700, and the items in there are all the Shade Bound, should all be 168, which it is. So crafting operation, add more, 2 of each of those. So now when we have a look at our auctions, and TSM registers what we have, and go back to leatherworking, TSM groups, I'll just clear everything for the moment just so I can, oops, no, wrong button, there we go, just test these 2, restock those. Oh wow, okay, that's a lot of things to make. Some we have to make a couple of, some we have to make single ones of, so it's taking account of all of those, which is really good. We are missing, obviously, the penumbra thread here. That's the biggest thing we need here. And we also need some heavy desolate leather, which we can make, which is fine. Right, so penumbra thread. Now, I don't have any high reputation here, so ideally, Samadan would send some over. That's the main thing I would want to do here, looking at this. So, with the penumbra thread I bought on Samadan, I'm going to send some over. I think that's the best. Oh, no, hold on. Let's pop inside. Go on, you can fit in. There we go. And then we'll jump over onto Samadan. Machine, you have today got the shot done, the first one. Oh, fantastic Division Storms, that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. How are you both doing with them? Hope all is well. Right, let's jump back over here. Voldemort's Guides to Warhammer. I haven't heard of that one. That sounds good. I'd be very much into the lore, definitely. Jansman, thank you so much for the follow. Wonderful to have you here. We are currently shifting penumbra thread. Is the current thing I'm doing at the moment. She has some muscle strain. I hope that's doing okay with her heart and stuff. I hope that works. That's not going to cause any more increased complications for her. But all our best, as Commander Bond says. Right, let's send over penumbra thread. Let's do a couple of stacks. I'll send those over to Earthen. Then you've got some. There we go. Oh, there was a pet there I needed to learn. A Spirited Skyfall. I might as well open up the Blingtron package and the tailoring cache whilst I'm here. There we go. And then we can log out and do the next one. Going for a number 2 from Doc. Okay, we can do that.
Job's done.
Job's done. Always a good one. You have a bit of a numb feeling in your hand. Oh, really? Is that related, do you think? That does seem strange, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. I was feeling pretty run down at the end of May. Pretty much I had an eye infection. I just finished one job and just started another job with no rest between, and so I was feeling really run down. But this past week has been really uplifting. Me and Mrs. Samadan went out for a lovely walk yesterday, like 6.7 miles. Beautiful countryside, and we're going to do that. Try and do that every week now. Should be really good. Wondersheep, speaking of long walks, just back from how are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's go grab this penumbra thread. There we go. And then we'll go and pick up. I see the sheep. Yeah, it was great. It was a great walk. Right, so we're just missing some heavy desolate leather. We'll make the required amount we need then with our TSM crafting. Now, we don't know how many novice crafters marks we've got, or crafters mark 2 we have here, so this is going to be interesting. We'll see how many we can make and see if TSM throws up any errors. Don't forget Savage Blood from WOD for 49 gold or less. Take to the trading post and exchange the blood coin purses. You get an average 50 gold sums for each purse. Yes, you can, Saigon Paul. That's something Drizzling Roads does an awful lot of. But yeah, you can sometimes find them cheap if you're looking out for them. You were selling the bloods could be made for about 20 gold, so which is a 30 gold profit each. That is really nice. If you can see some for that price, that's fantastic. So we have plenty of desolate leather, which is good. We'll take all of these, and then we'll jump on over. How are we doing for time? We should be alright. The blog should be live in 10 minutes or so. So we can at least try and make these. So that's all the things that we think. So we've got the full list here of various things, 2 or 1 of each, with Crafter's Mark 2 or Novice Crafter's Marks all assigned. Let's try. Let's see how many we've got. And I can actually see how many I've got here. Crafter's Mark 2 I have 4 of, and Novice Crafter's Marks I have 9 of. So I'm expecting to run out here, and we'll see how TSM handles this. I assume it'll just come up with missing a reagent at some point. Hopefully it won't just start making them without the Crafter's Mark, because that would be terrible. How many are we left with now? It still says 9. Something suspicious. No, they're all saying 87. Okay. Maybe I've got some spare that I didn't realise. Oh, there we go. Invalid optional reagent. Novice Crafter's Mark. So we've got an error here. So we need to make some more Novice Crafter's Marks. So let's queue up, I don't know, 20. And let's get some of the Crafter's Mark here. Now that we've seen how that works, let's queue up 20 of those. So that's going to be, I really should try and think. I really should think about a different profession here to add and get rid of skinning, because it's so expensive. Crafting cost of the Crafter's Mark 2 is really expensive. 522 for the shade bound stuff. That's a big markup. I can do that so much cheaper with tailoring, because the Crafter's Mark 2 with tailoring is coming in at 50 gold. That's a big difference there. But to throw away my skinning is the question here. So long as the profit margins are more than, these should be at least plus 500 if I'm going to be making these in terms of profits. Profits here, that one's not so good. That's 299. That's not a profit at all. 454,287. See, these are a loss at that price. But that's taking into account the Crafter's Mark 2 being at 50 gold. It's not taking into account the Crafter's Mark 2 being at 522 gold. So you can add 500 gold to this, or rather take 500 gold off the profit, and some of these become not a problem. Yeah. Keep on let TSM tell me which character and profession can make them the cheapest. Yeah, well, the problem with the Crafter's Mark 2 is you have to, they're not bind on account, they're bind on pickup, so you have to use them with the character that you've got. Deliro, thank you so much for the follow. And Trade Baron Bunty, good evening to you. Your classic flipping has gone from 2 silver to 1100 gold in 2.5 weeks. That is really amazing for classic Wonder Sheep. Congratulations on that. That's really good success. Skinning isn't too bad to pick up again if it dropped. There is that. I mean, yes, there's the whole legendary, not legendary, the Legion's skinning quest to go through. But other than that, no, it's not necessarily a big problem. I would be very tempted, especially with these margins, to be looking at... Well, I could change the crafting operation on these to be at least plus 522. We could do that. Let's think about how we'll do this. So what I'll do is I'll just make the Crafter's Mark here at the moment. Do I have a skin in Legion? This is very true. No. Not at this point. Good afternoon, Rook Jackson. Hope you're doing well. move the skinning that we've done at a level as well. What I would like to do, Doc, is I would like to move skinning over to Awakening my druid, who is also a Worgen, and so we'll have the skinning speed bonus, and get rid of alchemy, take alchemy off of Awakening and put it on Stabadan, my scribe. So I have herbalism and skinning on my druid as a gatherer, then put alchemy on Stabadan with inscription. Yeah, it's very easy and simple. That would be my main thinking really if I was going to change things up. But yeah, these crafters marks at 522 isn't necessarily going to be good. I mean, that is all good profits, but why waste your profits if you can probably spend, I mean, obviously I'm going to have to spend some gold to level up my tailoring to get it up to the right point with Crafters Mark II. But that's not going to be too expensive, really. For the moment, though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these Crafters Marks. I'm using up my heavy callous hide, though, which is painful. This is so painful. I don't want to do it. I'm going to stop that. It just doesn't seem right to do it. Okay, what I'm going to do it this way. Let's make our desolate leather stuff whilst we're here. And relearn all yourself when lost. Yes, there is a book for that as well. I think it does include the quest ones, or only includes the quest ones. So there is that option too, of picking it back up. Thank you, Keep. I'd forgotten about that. Right, let's get this last desolate scale. Now, one of the things I have noticed with this latest update in 4.11 alpha, it doesn't order these by profit anymore. Because I have the materials for them all, but I don't know which one's the most profit. So I'm going to go with ones like the vest. I'm just going to use up my Crafter's Marks 2 at the moment. I'm not going to wear it. There we are. Love Capone, thank you so much for the follow. So let's just check these. That's the helm, we'll definitely get that. One of those. 1,100, 1,400, 1,650. The pauldrons is the next best one. And the greaves. And then the vest. So I'm just working out which ones I want to do. Anything over 500 we will make. Anything under 500. And now we're missing some reagents for these. That's not a profit, that's not a profit. 623 is just about okay. We'll grab that one as well. And now we're missing the Crafter's Mark II, so at least I've used up my Crafter's Mark II. If I come back and revisit this, I'm going to be doing it with the with tailoring. So I think we can just clear that now and post on the ones we have. I think that would be better. Certainly better use of my time there. In the process of changing level, I'm going to be painful, losing loads of recipes you farmed, but I know long term for the best, switching over. Yeah, if you really think it's for the best, then sometimes you do have to bite the bullet. I'm going to be doing the same with Awakening, and that's going to be painful, losing the alchemy. Especially as it took me a while to get the whole BFA alchemy stuff. And I would obviously like to collect all the recipes, even if they're not things that currently sell, and getting our Silas Sphere is kind of a bittersweet operation, certainly. So at least those, with crafting selling plus 100, we're at least undercutting the competition on those, so that's good. So I'm happy with all of those. Never untrade a trace of Canberra. Yeah, I would very much not recommend it in most cases, certainly. Yeah, especially if you have unique stuff, as Jack said. But as is, for my purposes, looking at alchemy, I can probably drop that okay. But I'll just have to relearn everything again. So that's those posted on. That's pretty good going. Let's just check our Magnificent Hide whilst we're here, as we happen to have that open. Magnificence of Leather. Crafted Dreadful Gladiator's Dragon Hide Helm. And a crafted Malevolent Gladiator's Dragonhide Robes. Okay, so those are good. Burnished leather we don't do. Got all of those, that's good. Okay. always level another alt. There is that. Sometimes that's easier as well. But I'd like to have like a core group of ones that I focus on, because I can't make that many, unfortunately, at this point. Still working on the old legendary side of things, so that is an option there. Let's leave Earthen for the moment. I want to jump on to the Awakening quickly to get alchemy on. As it's a Sunday evening, that would be a great time to be selling some potions, if I can sell any for a profit. The alchemy profit margins have really been squeezed of late, so alchemy is not as great as it once was on my server at the moment, unless I can get my herbs particularly cheap. That's all going to change once we get flying as well. Yeah, if you're not getting from a collection point of view, I'd like to have the recipe, certainly. Who would lever another alt, Genie? Guilty as charged. Alright, let's go grab these. Oh, we have got a couple of sales, that's good. Flask of Power and Spectral Agility. That's good. At least we've got a few things. Any current content alchemy stuff the last few weeks? Just not enough profit in it. No, I think the profits are certainly getting slim on alchemy at this point in the expansion. Thank you, Monkey D. Luffy. I shall go and jump over and pop that on. Just get these auctions sorted. And then we'll sort that out. There we go. And Zanzibar, good evening to you. How are you doing? Flying is coming in 9.1, and quite early as well, in the second week, in fact. Profits on alchemy? Where? Yeah, I'm not going to stock up on herbs, not with flying being so close around the corner, because I'm expecting herb prices to drop even more then. So I'll just stick with what I've got and what I can get cheaply at the moment, and follow the trends down for now. Okay. Thank you, Darkwing, for the shout out. Let's check the blog. Let's go grab this. And we can go talk about all things that's been going on this week. Some interesting things. Timers. Where's my commands? There it is. Let's grab that. Paste that. Put a space in there. Go back to that. Grab that, and let's test this out, see if it works. There we go. This week's Wowhead blog, number 180. Would you believe that is time has been flying past? That's for sure. Excuse me. I said last week, that was your first ever survival hunter, now at level 54. Very fun to play that spec. Oh, really? I've not tried a survival hunter. Let's move that there, and that there, so we can see everything else. Okay, this week's blog. Oh, that's broken. Okay, there we go. Game Cat, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We are just going to start on the Wowhead blog. So you just came in at the right point. I don't know how survival plays. Is it more like a rogue? Just on time. Delphana, good evening to you. How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Yes. Oh, Mass, thank you. Thank you, well spotted for the error. Hold on. Let me go and fix that up right away. Typos, terrible. Who does all the editing on this? Let me fix that up. No, it's not there. It'll be on my guides. Oh, that's TVC. Hold on. Wrong version. Where's my guides? So many guides. It's hard to find them all. Edit, typo. First off, we have got to get the name right if we're going to do anything else here. That was There we are. It's because my D and my S are completely messed up. Save. Typo. Save. There we go. If you spot any more, shout out. There we go. There we go. In classic TBCs, 500 was very fun and very ranged. Oh, really? Okay. Why is it on the classic one? I think it's because I just haven't clicked it. I was on classic last. There we go. You can go back that way, and that could fix it up. That should work. You did survival one. I haven't played. If they changed it, it was more for PvP. Your mouse and keyboard crashed. That's interesting. Cyclonball. Why they destroyed it? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. I've never really played it, so I wouldn't know. Yeah. Plays like an arms warrior, stripped of all his powerful abilities. Right, okay. Vallegro, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Just caught us as we're going through the Wowhead blog. Obviously, big thing at the moment is Classic Burning Crusade is here. So if those who have been enjoying leveling up to 70 and going through and trying to get the flying, which is really expensive, you can't find it on live. Oh really, Jack? Or are you seeing it wrong? Let me have a look. Wowhead. It's on. Yeah, it's on the main. It's on recent news. But it links. It links to TBC. Interesting. I see. It is there, but the link is wrong. Hold on. Let me change the command bot. Where's my commands gone? Oh, there it is. And I'll edit it here. You can see it from either. It's just the link takes you to Burning Crusade. Because I guess the first part is about Burning Crusade, so it would make sense. There we go. So if we then go back to here, I go there and try and link that in again. That one should take you to the regular Wowhead one. It's the same one, just different theme. There we are. Selling your body for flying has been done before. Yeah, it's an expensive one, certainly. Yeah, it put it in the top of the forum post as well, but it's yeah, it's got it here on the regular one. I guess because we are talking about Burning Crusade to start with, that's the main post really. I don't put them on, obviously. You can see Peculiar puts them on herself, so I just write the things. But I'm sure if she has a reason for putting it on Burning Crusade, that makes perfect sense. So, Burning Crusade. Who's playing Burning Crusade? I know you, Jack, are more retail person. I know Lazy Goldmaker has been doing a fair amount of Burning Crusade. I know we have Student Albatross does a fair amount of Burning Crusade. Who else from the gold making community do we have? I've got Mad Season video over here, obviously, because it was a really good in-depth guide and it talked about gold making and what would be useful. So I put this one front and foremost. I put in Solheim's video as well. Does Dirty Irby have some Burning Crusade stuff? Oh, fantastic. Hicons does some as well. Brilliant. Not you, Will, no. But yeah, I put in Solheim. And I put in some really good enchants that Mad Season was recommending. And I put in a load of meat that Solheim was recommended. As in, well, there's TBC and there's also BCC. I'm not sure which shortened version to use, because BCC I obviously think of emails, whereas TBC obviously you think of to be continued. It's a difficult one. Both shortened versions have been already used. You started playing at the end of TBC, absolutely loved it, but you're not leveling in the old world again. Barely have time to retail as it is. Yeah, TBCC, YMCA, that should work. Yeah, TBC is the second expansion, BCC is Burning Crusade Classic. That's how I tend to think of it, certainly. classic CTBC. That does OGT. Oh God, what have I started? TBCBCCC. There we go. That should work. Whichever it is, we've got some options here, certainly. But if you are playing, by all means, follow on with some of these guys that I've linked here. Hopefully you can make some gold. I'm still doing my classic series very much at a slower pace, certainly. I'm still only leveling from 35. I did make another Samadan over on my US account, so I could have both classic open and have retail open at the same time if ever I wanted to do two things at the once. But as it was, I didn't really get very far. Still not entirely loading, checking every few minutes. Oh, interesting, Saigon Paul. I do see it there on Wellhead from my side, so hopefully it'll come up for you. Maybe it's because it's got flagged as a TBC thing. Maybe it's filtered out, because you can filter things out in your live feed. Maybe you won't see it that way. But if you don't see it, try the Wowhead link. That should take you to the right place, certainly. Hopefully. It's not on the Wowhead Live, only on TBCC. TBCC, yes. There we go. You can see it, but the images aren't loading. Oh, right. Okay, that's interesting. That does sound like an odd issue. Like Zanzibar says, if your internet's slow, it can also cause issues that way. But hopefully you can see the gist of it on my screen, at least go through from here. Also try the whole Control-Shift-Alt reload button as well. Okay, the link in the chat is loading the correct one. Okay. Yeah, could be like you say, as Dakota says, it could be a cache or something like that. Shortage in retail auction house right now, taking advantage of that. We'll still be there later. It will, Delphana, make the most of whatever opportunity you have, and wherever you're having most fun, obviously, if it's in classic or it's in retail or it's in a bit of both, absolutely do whatever is most fun for you. Always would be my advice, certainly. The OCP, yeah, the Robocop one. Is it Omnicorp, isn't it? Omni Corporation. How do you feel now, Robocop? Obviously, there's some good discussion on the economy Reddit. Do not think herbs, food, and stuff will sell initially, because obviously we've all been here before. We know what's happening. Once the extra phases come in, maybe once people start getting their crafted gear together and start doing raids, then we might see some food and consumables being in more demand, and the end game is known, so hardcore people already have plans. So basically 70 blue gear will power through everything, farming through important rep through dungeons and things like that, doing all the various grinds for the achievements and all that sort of stuff. Interesting here, routine spread is saying the second or third wave where things should spread, should pick up, so that's where alts and professionals really start to spend money. That's going to be interesting on that front, isn't it? And the whole Aldor Scryer rep tokens, we were getting them here on retail. Those I'm sure will be lucrative items to pick up for people and sell on the auction house. I did notice my time on the Burning Crusade auction house is incredibly slow. I'm not sure because of just like the sudden demand of people combined with the old style auction house has caused some issues. But I don't know if anyone else has found that. I found it incredibly slow. Maybe I'm just spoiled with here on Shadow Song and having a lightning fast auction house. It could be that. Sadly, crafting 10,000 inks is not. No. Yeah, that's the part that doesn't make it fun. Such great movies and the music as well. Yeah, definitely. That's something you often forget about the classic music. Classic movies with their classic soundtracks. Yeah, Control F5 is the forcing the refresh. I tend to press Control Shift and Alt and F5 as well, just to cover all bases. No problem, Wonder Sheep. Hope to see you back soon. We'll carry on with a blog at the moment, so that's classic for those that are interested in some gold making techniques and things and ideas. Those that have been following Modest Millions, either on Twitter or on the Reddit thread, had a really interesting story about how they got permabanned on all your accounts for hacking and botting, and it took them 5 attempts to get reinstated. So I thought it was worthwhile just going through and just talking through the process, just in case anyone does get caught by this. Obviously, we're not recommending anyone do anything that's going to be against the sort of like TOS for the multi-boxing terms and things like that, and obviously certainly not botting. So if you are one of those people, then yes, you're going to get banned. But if you are getting a false positive and there's nothing you've done and you're not using any third-party software, then this just highlights the process and how hard it is sometimes. And luckily, Modest Millions was able to get their accounts reinstated, which was really nice to see. You're saying low-level crafted foods and meats, outlets mats are well covered. People are still leveling new characters. Yes, Commander Bond, I'm doing the same, and I can see people using that, certainly. You got a mail from someone with the same problem, and you'll be talking about it next week. Oh, fantastic, Jack. Yeah, it's an interesting topic, certainly. There was certainly quite a few people on the Reddit thread who were talking about their experiences. Luckily, this one was able to get overturned, but it does highlight that the system could do, we've mentioned this before on the stream about when we're talking about bots and things, is more GMs would be very, very useful at this point. TMN, good evening to you. They've all been treated very differently. Yeah, I guess, it's very inconsistent is the word I'm looking for. Which is, there's a lot of people and a lot of people handling it. I can understand that, but it would be nice to see these things having a more consistent treatment, certainly. Yeah, I don't understand it either, Game Cat. But I think it highlights a deficiency in the service, shall we say it that way. It's a circus, to put it nicely. I mean, I got no idea what it's like to work there, or what, or indeed to have any experience of being a consumer, because I've never had to deal with them. But I wonder why it's so inconsistent. Yeah. Real GMs with phone support, I think, would be a good way forward, certainly. Sad thing is, it's hard to say with people saying they got banned if they were or weren't bots. They say they weren't, but how do we know? Exactly, Will. And we also, from what I was reading, it can be from something that was done from months earlier as well. Yeah, that's as far as I know, Dakota. There's a lot less customer support than they used to be. Let me just knock away FK. There we go.
Yes, my lord.
Let me jump back in there. Xane81, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, having evidence is also useful. Talking to someone is a lot better. Easy to explain yourself and also talk about a specific situation, put it down to words on a piece of paper. Yeah, that is very much true. It's just someone you can ask, what's the problem? Why was this caused? What can I do differently? How can I show you that I wasn't, or something like that. When it's a false positive, full recover no matter who is the guy. Have treated the problem. Yeah, something like that. Stockpiling veiled augment runes. I'm not going to stockpile them, but the one thing I did notice, I did get some the other day, and I did manage to sell them quite quickly. So I'll definitely be selling them at the moment. But there's definitely options there from what I've discovered on my server. So well, there we go. That's the veiled augment runes. Yes, the ones you get from the mission tables. I sold them Let me have a look. Ledger, revenue, sales. There we go. Veiled Augment Rune. I sold 4 because I only picked up 4, and I sold them for 303 gold each, so 1,200 gold. I was quite happy with that. I'll quite happily sell those again at that price from a mission table success. I have to get a few more of those going, certainly. I'm going to be stockpiling augment runes, having patch and patch again with older versions. Doubled in price on your server, people get ready for the next raid. Yeah, I guess people are starting to buy them up, certainly. I've never used one in myself, so I always sell them. And I'm not the type of person that would stockpile them. I tend to just sell them when I can. Saying they didn't do it, but I don't think Blizzard can't prove it. Yeah, I don't know what they can show. There's obviously has to be a reason why it was flagged in the first place, so I think they just need to investigate that. They get consumed on death, so very valuable. Oh, right, so people will churn through a lot of them then, I can see. They have to soften the resources to do so. Yeah, I would expect so, certainly. And continuing the theme of bots as well, another interesting topic on this week's Reddit was the auction house bots and how Genie noticed an interesting pattern of potential bot activity. I haven't got the link to that as well. I need to edit that again. Hold on. Let me pop that in. Link to your sources, Samadan. Let me just fix that up as well. Excuse me, my throat's going a bit croaky. That was the one. Let's just copy that, and where was that? Down there, scroll down there. There we go. Oh, no, too far. Make a link, paste that in, fix that up, save that out. Added link, click save, click refresh, go back to there, go grab there. There we go, I've got a link to it there. Yeah, having automated bans is kind of like the start of the process because there's so many. What have you got the price for Veiled Augment Runes? So I was getting them for 303. Current price 463. Oh, okay, that's decent. And they've been holding steady on that. Okay, that's on Twisting Nether. That's quite a high pop one, isn't it? Yeah, on high pop. Wow, that's a big difference. I guess there's less demand here on Shadow Song. There's less raiders around. That would explain things. At least I could take time to look at it and complain. Look in the complaint of a false positive. Yes, I would guess so. I wonder how much that system is flooded by people who are bots trying to claim back on the false positive, perhaps. Yeah, causing more admin problems, maybe. Yeah, Modest Millions had to do it like 4 to 5 times before it came through. Yeah, make stuff up and excuses. Exactly as Will said, that's what I think would happen. So 300, 350 for you on Silver Moon. Okay, so there's a good ballpark. I mean, 303 for me is a pretty good number then, I'd say. Should you sell them now or wait? I don't know. I would be tempted to sell them now. I mean, you could always sell half and hold the other half. You know, do both. Apartment of Doom, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. We're just going through the Wowhead blog at the moment, talking about auction house bots, which is an interesting topic, certainly. or the Karen Khan as I call it. Yeah, definitely will. It's worth waiting for a potential spike in the price when new content comes out. Is there a cheap, easy way to determine what is selling best on your realm? I mean, looking at the Undermine journal is a good start. Certainly, you can see what the top items are for any particular server. If you look at, say, well, if we look at, if I just grab that, pop that in here. If you go to like twisting, well, let's go to Shadow Song, my server, if I can find it. There we go. Then we'll go back to just, oh no, Undermine Journal, hold on. US Realms, Shadow Song. I don't want to see the actual item. There we go. So you see most available and potential deals here. Gives you an idea of what there's lots of on your servers. You could potentially, you know, looking at Ghost Iron Ore, look at the price of that and go, okay, currently 10 gold 50, is that good? Currently 10 gold 50, potentially. It spikes quite a lot here. There's been a few resets. Quantities are up and down for a while versus the region. Maybe not. Gilded Seaweave, there's so much of that. Has anyone got a use for Gilded Seaweave at the moment? I've got a whole load of it. I haven't really used. Should have the possibility to analyse the data and correct their system. But often companies do not have the advanced systems people expect them to have. I suspect so, Navel, certainly. Cobbled together with gaffer tape most of the times. The things you see under the hood is not as polished as you might think. Big Red Eyes, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, working from home is another impact as well, as Ansible said. Yeah, I think the model they've got, as Kami-sama said, could certainly do with some improvement. I think we're seeing at the moment a real lull in customer service versus player satisfaction, shall we say. But we're also seeing a concerted effort from Blizzard's side to at least tackle the bots, which is fantastic. I mean, I know, yes, there are false positives. And we've got all this post all about the auction house bots, which they sent their mail to the hacks at blizzard.com. And they did a very detailed summary of what was going on with them being very specific in their logged in 24 hours a day and identified them on the same guild with lots of strange characters in their names, doing the same thing every 8 to 9 minutes, post a collection of quantity 1. So this is all the baiting stuff, which none of us really like, posting stuff on and then trying to get some more things cheaper and going through the auction house on this. Hopefully, yeah, it's gone through with a Burning Crusade tag on it because I had some Burning Crusade stuff at the beginning, but it should still be there. Selling these items on the auction house, very slow. Most of the time, nothing sells unless you do deep cuts, in which you don't want to do that. What's the items, Big Red Eyes, that you're having problems with? On TVC Classic, people have reported the same. Oh, really? Unless you do deep cuts. Oh, right, because it's so slow. Yes, I was mentioning that earlier. I found the auction house to be really slow. And that does affect your sales. I have had a few sales, though. It just probably can't do the quite mass selling that you might have been able to do in retail. Might have to just focus on a few smaller items. False positive in any model and all models need to be updated. Absolutely, Kami-sama. Totally agree with that. We were out here was giving a nice example of how they sort of spotted all these bots as well on the auction house with names with strange characters in them, which gave a list of them here, which was really useful. and just identifying the patterns and stuff like this. This is the other thing we can do, is I know we're talking about lack of customer service, but we can at least report them as much as possible if we think we see them, whether they're auction house bots or bots out in the wild, and see what happens. You're on retail. Items like transmog and mats like ore. Well, yeah, I mean, transmog is always a slow seller, that's for sure. And materials like ore, it all depends on the specific item and how much demand there is for your server. It could be just changes in the fact that a lot of people are probably going away and playing Burning Crusade for a moment, and then they'll come back to it when 9.1's more imminent. It could be just like a lull in the expansion. All that computer science, data science would do you good. Exactly, Campusama. Yeah, as Jack says, transmog never smells fast, sells fast. Speaking of smelling and cheese, we have also the Auction House podcast, as guested by Manthius in place of Zanzaful. Lovely episodes talking about 9.1 crafting and legendary stuff. Highly recommend checking it out. I borrowed the icon from here. I hope this link works out for you, okay, Jack? I used the one from Twitter, so hopefully that works. I've listened to half of it already. I'm going to catch up on the other half of it tomorrow. It was really nice to have a mix-up of presenters on there, but it was fantastic, talking about how expensive Shadowlands crafting is. I know Mantius did a video on this recently as well, and it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I'm doing the preparation I can for it at the moment, but again, the jury's still out how much success I'm going to see on my server. We'll see, definitely. Yeah, Mantius makes you think, certainly. It was a good episode, certainly, and a nice one to finish the blog on. So that's pretty much it for the blog this week. If you are following through the embed, please pop on through. If you have any questions about anything, come on in and we'll be happy to answer them. If you want to put a link to this in the chat, Jack, please do, so that people can go and find out where to find your blog. There we go, direct link, #ad. Thank you, Jack. We always knew it was the bot from episode 2. Yeah, it did sound similar, didn't it? And when we'll get a date for 9.1, that's the real question. That is an interesting question. What's the state of the PTR at the moment would be my first indication. It sounds from listening to other content creators that like the raid is in a good position. The whole PTR itself is going through a lot of different stuff as well. So I reckon we're looking for late July, early August would be my guess at this point. You think ends June? Okay, that's even sooner. Yeah. I mean, I can see them wanting to get it out sooner rather than later, definitely. I mean, we're still a few weeks away from that, so... yeah, probably, what have we got? Fireworks Spectacular, Midsummer, around here maybe? Yeah. First or second week of July. I wonder if there's anything specific in the calendar that would make us think. I mean, they've got to do it before the auction house dance party if we're going to do anything. Oh yes, they need to do the announcement of the end of season as well, don't they? Yeah. Give the masses time to get bored of TVC first. That's a good point, Will. I think if they do it too early, it could damage the momentum that Burning Crusade has got at the moment. Yeah. Is on the person who predicted it correct in your Discord, you mean? Right, okay, I'm going to go through and list my other auctions on whilst we're discussing start dates. I can get that going through. Yeah, now they'll focus fully on 9.1, hopefully. I didn't play the game as well and just try and bot for Blizzard Ban. It's not easy to distinguish a real appeal from a bottle. It tries to lie about botting. Just try and bot. It's not easy to distinguish a real appeal from a botter, and that tries to lie about botting. Yes, exactly. Now, if you're going to bot, then you're going to lie, aren't you? Yeah, as Zansport says, they are separate teams. Oh, did you hear that? There's part of the team's work on both. Oh, that's interesting. I'd get very confused not knowing which one I'd be working on. 1,700 gold. What have you got that from? Let's have a look. Something I could drag back and forth. Probably not devs, like engineers. Yeah, there's probably some system stuff that they can be familiar with on both sides. I mean, there's not a lot art team wise to do because it's already done, so you at least just saved that part. I need to clean up this, but once we get to level 60, then we can clean up this and really get going on dual crafting with the 168 and the Crafter's Mark II gear. That's where we're going to see some big changes, I think, in my gold making routines, certainly. And possibly some gold making bonuses would also be very nice. We really just need to get ourselves into a situation now where we are making enough gold to pay for our legendaries and get ourselves ready for 9.1. We don't have long. So my main priority at the moment is to get everyone leveled up first that needs to be leveled up, which we're making wonderful progress so far. I just need to work on, well, Bridget is at 57, El Morte's got a little bit further to go. Might have 5,007 arcane crystals. Oh, tears, that's all. The hoarding is real. It's cutting personnel. It's a logical solution to use their personnel for multiple things. That is true, although the development teams are expanding. So they're not necessarily cutting development staff. It's mainly customer support types. So 1,700, we'll take those. I need to do a proper restock on my dual crafting. I'm kind of holding off on the moment until I can get to level 60, and then I'll go through. What's the best item to hoard, do you think, if you're going to hoard? I don't know, really. I try not to hoard stuff with the anticipation that it'll be worth more later. I tend to just hoard stuff regardless because I think I might use it later, but that is very much my personality. That's what I do. Has anyone checked the classic era realm, see how death out? Yes, I've seen videos on it, Nabble. They are very empty by comparison to Burning Crusade. Let's jump onto our next character. Have you heard that TSM team, from the team, if they'll have TSM 411 ready for the 9.1 release? I don't know, Vallegro. We'll have to poke a few people and ask. The mats of the crafted mounts are always good, but hoarding is a risk. It is, because prices will generally go down, certainly. I posted 500 at 1250 and wants to reset to 2k. Oh, really? Trillium doesn't really want to be that expensive. It depends how much it gets used. Spirits of Harmony are good to hoard. The problem I find with Spirit of Harmony is very easy to spend all your money collecting them up. You forget how much they cost. That's the wrong button. I didn't want to do that. I thought I was Bridget for a minute there. because I was in this place. This is where Bridget was. Okay, so I just wasted a forge. Okay, wrong button. Let's go over to here. Shadowglass ingot, nothing else, so let's carry on with those. Yeah, locked in a lot of capital. I got that on my NA series. I got a whole load, about 90,000 gold's worth of Spirit of Harmony that I've not been able to shift. Last time Gundrop said we might get his beta soon, so that will get a final 4.11. I hope we get one soon. A beta certainly. That would be useful. Could start selling some now. I could, because I got my Spirit of Harmony really cheaply, like 70 gold or something like that. Drizzling Rose, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Jack did a Myro on it. Which one was that? Game Cat. Find me a list of crafted mounts. Yes, there's there is a Myro board that Jack did for that. You did the one for that's got all the engineering pets and things on it. That one's a good one. The profession one, and I think that goes in with profession pairing as well, doesn't it? They're good boards. Those, highly recommend having a look at those. We haven't had an update Nova Lego. There will be one. It's next on my list of videos to make after I've done my. The next one on my list to make is to finish off the editing of my story time one that I'm doing for patrons, and then I'm going to be doing a NA Let's Play series. So it's next on the list after that one, if that makes sense. There's already one in production. So many videos I've been meaning to get caught up on. May was a very, very hectic month IRL wise, so I'm hoping I can get a lot more out in June. Okay, so we've just got another missive. That's pretty good. On a story time, I'm carrying on with the BFA novella. Hold on, if I can pick this up without dropping everything. The novella that comes with the collector's edition of the BFA. So I'm reading the Horde story time, A Good War. That one's the one I'm currently doing for patrons. I'm currently on the last chapter, which is quite a long one, so I've split it into two. And then next after that, what I want to do, if I can see if I can drop the book here. Hold on. You don't want to see the mess my desk's in. The next thing I want to do after that is I want to go and narrate Exploring Azeroth and do some animations with all the scenes and stuff, because it's a beautiful book. And I want to do some narrate some bits of that and some of the locations. So that's another project in the list of things to do. So many things, so little time. Right, let's carry on posting this as we go. I've already done the Alliance one. That one's already publicly available on YouTube, obviously. But the Horde side is done in parts for patrons at the moment. Right, that's all that done. That's all posted on. We'll leave the rest of that. I could do with organising it. Or we could do with a... Well, over on Stabadan, wrong character. I keep thinking I'm on Bridget, but I'm not. So we've done that, no idea that Steelbound Devourer was a crafted mount. Always liked that mount. Yeah, there's some good mounts you can craft that not everyone does, yeah. More story time sound lovely. You're more than welcome. It's what I say. Only if you can afford it. It's just being here is support enough. But anything addition to that is very much appreciated. So I think I'll jump back to Samadan because we need to restock on him. We've done that first. Put a fun picture in to share your content. It's a shocking purchase. Oh really, Saigon Paul? not playing well for 3 days really set you behind on a ton of stuff. It's surprising how much you can fall behind, Sanderford, isn't it? That's very true. Well, thank you, Will. Yeah, we've got story time and the paste bins and 4K artwork of the things I'm working on. I'm still working on the Borealis scene, which I'll be doing a nice render of that eventually. It's a bit more work than I anticipated at the moment, but there we go. A few sales coming through. Tenet of Haste, Celestial Guidance, and another wee bag. Another 2,000 gold. Thank you very much. I'll take everything I can right now. And then we'll jump and grab this, clear the junk out. We've got some anima to drop off. I'll go do that. I think I got some missions that have expired as well, so we'll just go grab those. There we go, grab a bit more of that. 360 anima dropped off. What's today's shirt? Is Princess Mononoke. There you go, Rose. There you go. It's got a nice forest spirit there in the background. Princess Mononoke. One of the popular Ghibli movies that I like. Pet drops from Toldagor Mythic. Oh, really? And can be farmed, yeah. Well, thank you, Rose. Very kind of you to say so. Right, let's have a look. Got a few things here. Let's complete those. There we go, gain some levels. And we also picked up Sin Collector's Vestment. Okay, that was another loot appraiser one. We're starting to get some good things from here. A finger there. We've got XP that's being finished off. I notice now that the caches are going into green quality now, which I'm assuming means we get more stuff from them, which is really nice. In terms of prioritising this lot, we've got XP going already. There's this one for Renown, that should be fairly easy to do. I don't know if we can do that easily with that. Oh, we can. Let's start with that. Here we go. Oh, and that's Medallions of Service. I was hoping that was going to be Augment Runes. I don't know if those are useful or not. Medallions of Service. I think I have a quest to collect those up. Oh no. Tampered Anima Charger. A Mirror Shard. Something makes me think I ought to just get that anyway. The Filthy Ooze. Oh, okay. I mainly pet some Dungeon Mythics on BFA, like 3 or 4 you think. Oh, really? As many as that? So let's get what tailoring. We've got meat and we've got those. So let's start with something easy. I don't know if we can do that with meatball. No, I didn't think so. Let's add in someone else. There we go. We can do 2. Assign that. And then as we've got more people, this makes things slightly easier, certainly. So we can just throw stuff in there. And we can start thinking about gold. We can also think tailoring cash, because obviously that sort of stuff is going to be useful. God, that was expensive though, 52. Meat. So that's on. Use Doom mission as XP missions. The only downside is that you are nuking the bonus item cash, but getting 1,000 to 1,500 at XP mission overnight is really nice. Oh, really? So which one is this one? Like this one here, the getting the extra 300 for that. Dominance Guard. Or is it something different here? I can't see anything else here. The 900 one we get for this one. That one and that one is 900. We should get Venture Plan. Venture Plan's really useful. Enchanting Cash, let's grab one of those. See if we can do this. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Oh yes, it is. We're going to win out of that one. 54 for that. And a Tailor and Cash we're going to do with a Brom. Oh, no. Let's edit that one. I didn't get that right. Edit the party. No, not that one. Where is it? Selected adventurers. Enchanting, tailoring. Which one did I do? Is it? No, that one was fine. Now I need. Oh, let's change them around. That's going to make it annoying. Bron, that's the one I want to do. There we go. That's better. Assign party there. Okay. Engineering anywhere in the crafting map. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of stuff myself as well. So meat. Let's do another enchanting. We have one more we can put in here, maybe. There we go. These are going to be expensive though. This cost me a lot of anima for all of these. And then there's another tailoring one there. They've got lots of stuff here actually. Let's select that. I can probably just do nearly all of these. Gorm Swarm we're left with. A bit of gold. Meat and gold and well, we can disenchant this. That'll give me an Eternal Crest. That's worth 203 to me. Because actually the raw gold is probably better at this point. So let's grab both of those. We can probably do all of these. Because that all seems fine. And that just leaves us with this one left. Everything else is done. So hopefully we can do that. There we go. I mean, use the little skull and failing the missions with the purpose of just getting XP. When you see those big XP missions, the Skull Doom mission, and we'll pick the lowest rank. Oh, right, okay. I see. I see, okay. This is Venture Plan that is helping me out here. This is all of that is going to go off, so let's go send those off. Might as well get myself a few bits and pieces. We're going to collect. I want to collect up some more followers because that was really good fun doing that. I'm definitely going to give that a go. So there we go. That's all of those popped on. Have we got anything that's going to be good for? Here we go. Well, what's this one? That's Maldraxxus. Anima Salvage though. Tribute of the Ascended, because we're getting close. Have we got Dark Moon Fair now? We do. Okay, we can get an extra reputation from that. So what I need to do is Anima Salvage. Oh right, it's that one gives me my anima. That's easy enough. For my callings. Is there anything else I'm missing here? Two days left. Give me the tribute of the Ascended. Replenish the reservoir. Call to Maldraxxus. No, this is different. This is over here. I wasn't confused. I need to get the anima anyway. I think it's that one. No, it is that one. Let's have a look. That's the Maldraxxus one. So the other one's inside. Flying Mammoth. Jump inside. So this should be the Rescue the Souls, yeah. Filthy Slime, not Ooze. Ah, right, okay. So this, okay, there is two. Anima Salvage. This gives me the Tribute of the Ascended. Gather 150 Anima Embers from Torghast. Oh, okay, well we're going to go to Torghast anyway. So I think that might be a good thing to do at the moment. Let's go head over there, because we can see if we can get some more companions whilst we're there in Torghast. And collect up... okay, have I got this? Did I pick this one? There we go. From Torghast. Okay, right, so easy way through this. Yeah, Dark Moon Fair. So let me think. Dark Moon Fair, best way, Dalaran, Stormwind. I guess that would be easiest. You don't do Torghast from Monolith. I don't like it. A lot of people don't like Torghast. I don't normally, but when I've got a specific thing I'm after, then I can see the appeal of it. And so for me at the moment, getting companions and completing quests that are really important to me for reputation, I would say yes to doing it. Yeah, once in a while. It's definitely okay. The only thing bringing in, yeah, exactly as Ansel says. I mean, the companions is good. I would have been tempted to go for the mount at layer 8, but I think what with the ability in 9.1 coming to have mounts available in Torghast in the Maw anyway, I wouldn't worry too much about that one. Right, let's go over to the staging area, spend some silver. Yeah, still having the mount for all the things. We know I'm never a huge mount collector, of course, but the Mage Tower type rewards, they're doing some stuff. I love things like really want from that. Yeah, I think that would bring back the challenges to it, certainly. You have enough already, all the mounts, and you've got all the mounts and all the pets are done. Yeah, so if you've got that already ticked off, then yes, the limited appeal, certainly. Right, I'm assuming I've got some tickets on me, so I won't do the roller coaster. I'll do the carousel. Let's jump on. There we go. And then from here, I guess Elysian Hold's going to be our next nearest thing. Let's jump off here. And then go to Elysian Hold, and then we'll teleport there. Hopefully just don't die now. Typing hard with one dingo whilst eating. That's true. 5-3 profession skill ups. Everyone's maxed out at the moment, but it would be useful. There we go. So then we'll jump in through here, and we'll head over to here, Aspirant's Rest, and then from there we'll go get a flight to Oribos. And then we should be able to jump inside alright. That should be easy enough actually. I'll just run over here, jump on the Flight Master, head over here, go through this. I've still got the Oribos, not Oribos, the Torghast, not Torghast, the more, no, it is Torghast actually, Torghast storyline thing to finish on Samadan. That's kind of like a nice thing to do at a different point. But this at least is getting me, I mean the main thing here is getting my Ascended to Exalted. We're so close, we're at 1500 out of 21. We really need that to be Exalted. So anything we can do to get that up is better. I mean, we can get our Anima. I'm not sure if that gives me reputation as well, replenishing the reservoir. Should be able to do that alright. I don't have all my companions yet. This is a good way for me to go and at least get some of them. I mean, we've got the two, Meatball and Crom, first, so I just need the Kyrian one. Oh, how did my food get on that I was selling? I need to go check that. Let's go have a check on that. It's kind of you to say, Real Jenny, we're just going to literally just pop in here. This is quite easy to run through solo. I'm doing layer 5 for the moment. I wanted to check, I don't know if it's still, did I make a group for it itself? Walk something it was called. isn't on here. I must have put it back on the auction house. I don't know if any of it's sold. I don't think so. Blackened warg meats. Blackened warg steak. This stuff. I'm going to take one of these off, because I'm going to eat some, which will help with Torghast in finding the right ones. You made the mistake of posting all your raid consumables on one Tuesday night. Ouch! That must have been painful. Could I be bothered to go downstairs, or should we use a Katie stamp whistle? We'll be lazy and we'll borrow a Katie. We've got some sales as well. Shadow Lace trousers, 1400, another 3000 gold. Fantastic. So, now, we've got our Darkmoon Fair buff. We also want to eat some of this blackened warg steak so we can track humanoids. Where is it? Let's try this. So this basically restores health, and spend these 10 seconds eating, you'll become well fed and can track humanoids for 1 hour. So this should help us in finding companions. There we go. Well fed, tracking humanoids, 1 hour remaining. There we go, they're all on our map. Oh, that's fantastic. You don't get them on the big map, but you get them there at least. There's a lot of humanoids in Oribos. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Actually, they do suggest to go in a couple of ticks, so let's do that. Enchanting, growing versatile bands, deadly bands. The relationship as in being able to disenchant the jewel crafting for enchanting mats quite cheaply, which is really nice.
How kind of you.
Gumdrops TSM just subscribed. 20 million months.
20 million months indeed. How are you, Gumdrops? Lovely to have you here. You just finished the Wowhead blog earlier. We're going off into Torghast to see if we can find ourselves some companions and get ourselves some reputation, so we can then go and do our legendaries. It's a bit of a long-winded way of doing things, but there's goals within goals. I don't need to do any of this, but I'll do that whilst I'm here. There we go. And then we'll go into Torghast from here. Let's go have a look. Hope you've been doing well, Gumdrops. Everyone's going to be asking you now for 4.11. We were talking about the new Crafter's Mark features we were working out earlier, so I'm sure lots of people will be asking how soon is soon. The Lego straight in there. Okay, so let's see what floors we've got. We did that one last time. I think we'll do that again. Go in. So with our tracking humanoids, let's see how this works. Yeah, I put Jack forward for testing as well. So the goal here, we have the where is it? Souls led astray. No, that's not it. It's disappeared. Let me just filter this to all. Anima Embers is the one we want. Gather 150 Anima Embers from Torghast, which will give us Tribute of the Ascended, which will give us Reputation. We also have our Darkmoon Fair buff as well, which we'll make sure we make use of. Soon is TM. Exactly. You haven't even done Torghast. Torghast can be good. We're doing specifically, we also, whilst doing this mission here, we are also looking for companions, because they help us make gold as well. So we're specifically doing layer 1. Oh, we sold something for 526 gold. We're doing layer 5, floor 1, is what we're doing here. It's sooner than last time, but not as soon as you'd hope for. Perfect political answer, Gumdrops. Finally got your entire tier 1 set for Molten Core on your retail shaman. Yes, oh, fantastic. And Endrifjez? Endrifjez? Is that pronounced correctly? Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so we've got a couple of more sworn things and pieces. Don't see any chests or anything here, so let's just grab some abilities and work our way around. Just see what we've got, and if we see any humanoids popping up. There's a suppressor. Don't see any. Who's that over there? Bound Soul Remnant. That's not what we want. Okay, let's do this whilst we're here. Let's clear a few over. There we go. Something else to do. That well, there's basically this is the reasons for this is basically just to do multiple things at once if we can. Just move out of the way of that. There's two of them. Okay, grab that, and then we can start on this one. A couple of those. And you can just spam those down. That should be good. 20 rounds, so well into Revered with Hydrax and Waterlords. Fantastic. It's always good to get. There we go. Some Anima Embers are coming through, which is what we're primarily. First primary reason is there for. Let's grab this rare whilst we're here. It might be something interesting. Seems to have a lot of hit points. So we'll see if we can spam this. Actually, let's. I'll tell you what we'll do. There we go, that should help. Range of your auto attack not as short. Immune to silence and interrupt effects. Oh, that would be nice. Grab that and some more anima. Right, nothing visible yet. I'm looking for
Yes, me lord.
some other stuff. X Project, thank you so much for the follow. I'm looking for a humanoid if I can. Cleansing right materials is always nice. Extra bonuses. The anima embers. Don't see anything yet. More Sworn Soul Binder. Okay, let's carry on. Don't know whether this is a companion or what at this point. Have I played WoW Classic? I thought about it. I have played WoW Classic. I do have my Classic Let's Play series. I don't play it nearly as much as I would like or have time for at this stage. Right, I haven't seen anyone appearing yet, which is interesting. Nothing yet on my things. We'll have to see what we have. Let's work our way a little bit further in. That was the wrong order of things, but we'll go through this way anyway. Spam those down. There we go. Not playing WoW at all. At all how much I'd like. This is true. I want basically more WoW as much as possible. I am on both. On my streams, you will see me on NA. On my streams you'll see me on EU. On my Let's Play series, you'll see me on NA. I have both an NA Let's Play series and I have a classic Let's Play series over on YouTube. Multiple things going on at the moment, but yeah, EU mostly at the moment. Just pop outside from there. Grab those. At least we're getting our embers. Now who do we have here? Idri the Tree Singer. That looks like Ardenweald. Idri, where's our list of things? Valego, have you got the link to the Wowhead Torghast thing? Idri, I'm assuming is not going to be useful to me. We might have to leave this run and come back to another one. Thank you for doing the links. I'll grab that. I think Idri is not one of the ones I want, as they look Night Fae. There we go, thank you. Let's go down to the comments and have a look. Just close my guide down, got too many tabs open. Idri. Where's Idri? Idri is non-campaign mission. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So we'll leave this one, exit out, and we'll come back in. Not the one you want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're not the one I want. Shiwada wap. Boop boop dee doop. Let's go back in and have another look. So we can do two things at once here, which is always good. All right, let's grab that and see who we see on this floor. Any treasure chests or things? That's not a good idea. Oh, we have Molako. Molako sounds or looks like someone I want. On my list, Molako is possible companions from Torghast Valkyrian. Molako, yes, please, I'll take you. Oh, we have a friend. This is one I do want. So we'll grab you in a moment. There we go. So grab that, and okay, we need to clear a little bit of room here. Start with a rat, and then a disciple, and then I'll grab that as it comes on over. A dot, not a dot. Then we can help you out. Okay. Malacca we do. Cruiser bound me and chain me up here. Please free me. Bonus objective. And the bonus objective is in the list. Should be in there somewhere. Let's just filter this again to the zone. Free Malacca from his chains. Okay. We just need to carry on here, I guess. Let's go around this way. Here's Malako's helping us here. We'll get through that lot. Move out of the way. Okay, and we can clear that, grab that. That. At least we know which ones are worth doing. What are those? Skeletal remains. More embers, which is what we need. And might as well clear this up. We don't really need to do that at the moment. Those are death speaker. I don't know if that is part of what we need. I might do it already anyway. There we go. Alright, do you think this one would be... I think freeing you from your chains. It's probably not this. This seems like optional. Let's try it. This is where I die and regret my choices in life. Let's just see how much damage we can do. Seems to be okay so far. Get rid of that skeletal remains also here. There we go, done. We've got some embers from you anyway. Okay, it wasn't what we wanted. So let's try that. Lumbering creations. Whatever we need to do for the mission on this, I'm sure will become evident as we carry on. more things here. There's a bone husk there. Lots of rare things here at the moment. There's another death speaker there. I don't think those, now that I've seen one of them isn't useful, I'll leave the rest of those. We should be fine, I think. Grab a couple of those and the more rat if we can. Where's that skeletal? It's gone. There it is. Okay. As long as it's the only choice you made in life. Plenty of other choices to be made in other lives. Not a bad philosophy, actually. Let's free you up as well. I don't think that's quest related, but I'm going to grab that one anyway because it sounds interesting. Rare when it comes. Okay, we'll get a Void Wraith. Let's use that whilst I can. I can't open that. Oh, it needs 3 things for that. So grab that. Messes with my targeting when I do that. Should be fine. There we go. This is a combination thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Clear that as well. And, grab all of that. Okay, what do we need to do here? Is it all 3 at once? Oh, there we go. That doesn't open that at this point, so I guess... Oh, no, that's opened that one. Okay, so that one opens that one. I don't know if this bone husk is useful, but we'll try it anyway. It looks a cool model. I like that anyway. Could use my curing ability here, but it seems okay so far. Stay out of the way of that because that hurts. Like a lot. At least we can heal ourselves as a priest. There we go. Wrap that up and got some embers from it. And we get there are 4 or 5 enemies within 8 yards. 5 brittles, all players. Let's do that one. Didn't really read what it does, but we'll give that one a go anyway. Then we've got a lot of stuff here, so I think we should just take this carefully. Fancy to being a gamer, you have lots of life. That's a good point, actually. I do like to think I have a few. Hopefully. Right, okay, what's the... a couple of these at the same time is quite hard, so I'm going to clear this out a little bit. Start with those. Oh, now we gained extras. Okay, you gained extras, so here we go. Pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, that was a bad idea. Getting everything all at once. Tower Sentinel, Death Speaker. Another Tower Sentinel. Oh, the skeletal remains. Let's do that. Okay, we're doing alright so far. Hold on, Samadan. Let's heal up. And then we should be good. Okay. And general text post again explaining how we use our venture plan. Okay, I'll have a look after stream, definitely with Allegra, but thank you. Phew, that was actually a bit of a panic, but we made it. Tormented Overlord, you're the quest one. Okay, because you're the sparkly thing. This is what we needed to do. Let's start this. Malacca isn't attacking here. Come on. Let's go through. Let's just heal up myself. build. There we go, Malacco, free from your chains. Congratulations, Malacco, we'll have you as a companion, thank you very much. Complete quest. Okay, another one. So we don't need to carry on this floor, that one's done. How are we doing with our animate embers? 91 out of 150. Okay, so jump out of here, leave instance group, and jump back in. The lower of debt, I would think so, yeah. He's got a lot of deals going on, has Bomb Sandy. We're still doing okay, 37. We can always get a refresh on that buff. We hand this quest in at the end, so we can always do that. So let's have a look. Next floor, any more companions? We need a checklist. We can turn these, tick these off. So we need Hala, Ispiron, Telethacus, I think we've done, and Telia, I think we have. So I'm actually, let me just check my companions actually. So we have Malacco, we have Teliath, and I think we have Telethacus. We do have Telethacus. We now have Malacco. Ispiron is one we don't have. Don't see Ispiron. That's the only one I need from this list. How many does that give me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There should be a couple more. We're missing something perhaps. Well, let's see if we can find this one, Ispiron perhaps. Let's just go in and AoE these, I think. Let's see what we can get on with this one. Only 2,000 inks left to craft, that's not bad. That's gone very quickly, Derb. Can't see anything else being tracked. And nothing on the thing. And we have... oh, Hala. Hala looks new. Is that the other one I'm missing? Hala, yes, we are missing Hala. There we are. Ispiron and Hala, I think. Hala's the one we want, fantastically. Luck is with us tonight. Let's go pick you up, Hala. Yes, I will help. My family's sword's taken. Okay, let's help you with your sword. Our helper here has just been going through everything here. Let's just go and grab all of this whilst we're here. We've got a couple of people helping out. My Void Ray does quite a lot of damage actually. Well worth remembering to do that. Okay, and your sword. Where will we find your sword, I wonder? It's not going to be too close, is it? Let's have a look. Don't see it here. Grab a few more things. What have we got here? Mortal and Ritualist is over there. I don't see a sword down here, so I'm going to assume that's a dead end. Although there might be another area around there. Looks like it. Yeah, it carries on around there. It doesn't carry on around here. This is a dead end. Unless I can open some of this up somehow. Yeah, I don't see anything. I always forget to use my power infusion. Let's head on back out. Come on, boys, right? We can do this one. This is Pandaren during your life. Most probably. Something else popped up there. Didn't see it. Let's go this way. This is the only other way we can go. Maybe there's another floor higher up. That looks like it's got something dangerous in it. Or not dangerous, rather. Extra critical strikes, always useful. Kind of rushing through this largely. We've got the floor going up. Okay, let's grab that. Did we get aggro? I think we did. Just clear out all of these. 129. Lord of Torment, that looks difficult. Grab that. You know what, I'm going to use my... Oh yeah, that helps a lot, having that done. More ashes, like that. That was dramatic. Worked well. There we go, we found your sword. Awesome. Didn't have to go far. There we are. We have Halla. How are we doing for 134 out of 150? Okay, let's jump out here and go into the next one. Now, are we going to be lucky for the last one? We've been lucky so far. I don't know how much it tailors towards me. But we'll jump in for another one. Floor 5. Obviously doing this on all my alts, I'm not sure how much I would do. I think I'd need to be better geared for it on my alts if I try it. It depends on the classes as well. Some of them are probably more easier to go through Torghast than others. Demon Hunter seemed quite good up until this point. So we've got Disciples, Acolytes. Don't see anything too much there. That looks like a whole load of dangerous trap things. Let's go up here. Let's grab that one and that one. Oh, we need to heal up there. Try and do this the easy way, I think. More embers. Until we find out who we're dealing with. That's also a traps. I hate traps. I want a gate of some kind because this guy's... we have a rune-locked vault. Okay, so this is a treasure. That's not going to be good to us anyway. So we can leave this one. Saves me having to go through that horrible-looking trap. Yeah. Let's leave that one. That one doesn't look fun. And it was the wrong thing anyway, with a treasure chest. We want Ispiron if we can. Then at least we have all the companions. That trap was easy, one step at a time. There is that, true. I just didn't fancy my chances. You know what I'm like with moving. We have a soul cage. Don't see anything. Rune card says you are hunted, be wary. Okay. Is that one of the things we need to look out for? We have something in there. Soul cage there. Disciple, empowered person. Don't see anything else. Okay. We have spare... quest spare parts. What's that? That looks like it would be something. Rare experience. on Lervo following campaign mission companion, non-campaign mission prisoner, special visitor. I reckon this is one of the special thing. And players so wholesome seem like the games so much to yourself in them. Yeah. Is this one that I want? Is that the one we want? Spare parts. I'm not sure if this is or not. Okay, Game Cat, night night. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Let's just go through this a minute. Hold on. It is. He is a robot. I like that. Okay. Well, that's fantastic. We need to go this way somehow. I would have missed that one. Let's go through, have a look. Let's just clear out all of these. That was one more rat in there. Let's see what's inside. Oh, there's our 150 anima embers. There we go. Spare parts. Duration short of pain. Yep, grab that one. There's a pile of parts lying here. Looks like they may have been removed from something important. Let's look for whatever these belong to. Spare parts bonus objectives. Looks like it's over there, and oh yes, it is. Isperon. There we go. Fantastic. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know that one. So it is higher up. So let's go up here. One would assume it's going to be up here somewhere. Go that. Smash the pots. There it is over in the corner, I see it. Okay. Oh, here is a nice specimen. See, I didn't know that Isperon was a robot, so that was useful to know. Now I can use that knowledge for later. Here we go, so Isperon, use the spare parts I found earlier to repair the creature. Are we done? There we go. Soul Remnants and Isperon. Complete quest. I think that's all of them. And we sold something for 2,700 gold. Fantastic. Really got stream RNG tonight. I think I was very lucky on that lot, going all the way through. Companion wise, how many have we got? We've picked up these 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is that 17? Look if you've got adventures, harmony of purpose. Okay, is that a achievement? Heard a bit of Summer Dad reprimanding those. I'll be done. I'll be done yet. Or saw something else for 1,200. It is an achievement. Okay, let me have a look. I'll leave out of here first because I'm getting attacked. There we go. Let's jump outside. Somewhere safe. Right, let's have a look. So, achievements, quest log, achievements. Recent achievements that didn't come through. I might be missing a follower in that case. Oh, maybe the achievement will tell me. Purpose, harmony of purpose. Collect all 12 adventurers from your covenant. Track. Doesn't tell me which ones, which is unfortunate. all 12 from your covenant. So let's have a look. Who have we got? Let's just check off our list here side by side. So Benthir, Kyrian, Hala we've got, Ispiron we have, Molako we have, Kythekios we have, Telethakas we have, and Telia we have. Got all of those 4. What else have we got here? Night Fae, Venthir, possible companions for all covenants. So these ones, Anjali and Eli, are coming in 9.1, I believe. I think that's correct. My renown is 40, so I've got that all the way up. Let's scroll down here. We have Meatball and Croman. There's Croman and there's Meatball. And then anything else we're missing? I wonder. I'll get it if you relog. Okay, maybe that will be it. Let's go out of Samadan and go on to someone else. We shall see. Earthen, jump in, have a look at you for the moment, then we'll jump back. I'm assuming I don't have to relog out completely. Just go to a different character and back again. It'd be nice if whilst we're here we'll just check our auction, see if we had any sales. Because we've got all that leatherworking gear on, it'd be nice to see if we got some sales on that. That would really help. Don't forget to send out Hella and Astron. Yes, need to send them out and get some more mission stuff with them, yeah. It's just checked on login, is it? Okay, so I might have to log out completely. Those are available, those are done, so we need to do those as well. Let's have a look. If I do have to exit out and log back in, I'll have a check. Samadan. On character login. Okay, thank you, Neville. Good to know. And the winner is... We should probably hear the audio before we see it. That usually happens. Or do I need to click on my mission table? That could be an option as well, potentially. Just thinking about it. Oh, there, Adventurers Harmony, collect all 12. It's not there, it's not come in. Let's go to our mission table and have a look. I wonder what I'm missing. One of these things has got to do it.
Work complete.
Did I get... No, Samadan's the most far advanced of any of my characters on this. It's definitely not that. I've only got one other 60 as well. So unless I'm missing something... There we go. We've got select adventurers. We've got... Well, we can see them here. We've got 16. Now, I believe there's 17, isn't there? It does have a check mark. Did it have a check mark? Let me have a look. Yeah, it has got a tick on it, hasn't it? Yeah, so it is ticked. Okay. That is confusing. It's ticked here. The track gives it a tick, actually. Okay, so that doesn't apply. So we are missing one. Okay. Yeah, because you're tracking it. Thank you, Togman. Realise that at the same time. Yeah. Okay, so 16 or 17. What are we missing? Where did that window go? Oh, I lost the window. Reopen, close tab. We are missing something. Can I show my renown? Yes. Renown 40. Everything's unlocked. Maybe... Do I need to finish the storyline? That could be an option. What am I missing? Oh, before I forget my Wii buff, and I've got the Kyrian Callings, the Anima Salvage. Let me just do that whilst I'm here first, and then we'll do that. Am I revered with my faction? I am almost exalted. We are getting there. That was the wrong one. We need to go down inside. Do I need to be... Yeah, I've got Bron with revered. So I'm just missing something. North of Heroes Rest, people arguing over metal pets, animal pets. One of them is a companion if you finish that quest. Oh, okay.
Together we rise.
Anima Salvage. We got our buff, so we should get 1800 reputation. Fantastic. And Colossus Actuator will give me more reservoir stuff, which is fantastic. Return the Lost Souls, we got that. And let's deposit those into our sanctum whilst we're here. North of Heroes Rest. People arguing over metal pets, animal pets. One of those is a companion if you finish that quest. Okay, so let's have a look. North of Heroes Rest. Okay. Let me have a look. Around this area, I guess. Or inside there, potentially. Let's just go pop our things in the things, yeah. To finally hit exactly another 900. Almost there, Genie. Almost there. Show me the Sanctum. Deposit that. Give me a whole load of anima. That's good. Did we do the replenish the reservoir? How much have we got done? Filter all. 645 out of those. There we go. So, what are we missing here? We need some anima for that one, yeah. You get to pick a side in a debate. Okay, so let's find the location of this thing. Let's go over to Heroes Rest. This is all good stuff. Thank you for bearing with me on this. Do we have a location for it, or a link that I can see? Let's just get rid of that one. Don't need that for now, I think. We're all done there.
This area is in disarray.
But we're still tracking all these humanoids. This is going to be difficult. Okay. There's a whole load of stuff there. Where's the quest? That's the world quest. Guessing we've got Bados here. A breadcrumb quest just east of Heroes Quest starts it. Okay, let's have a look. I might have. What have we got here? There's a couple of quests here, just nestled in here. We've got this one, the Wanted Scroll. And we have over here from Seeker, your next best friend. If you're looking for a new friend, lots of stewards are happy to be a friend. Current friends can take a break as it gets lost in day and right. I call stewards, you make a new friend. We'll select new stewards companion and then return to Seeker. Okay. No, it's not that one. No. Teleport down, let's have a look. What have we got? Now that I've accepted that one, now I'm going to have to finish it. Breadcrumb quests. Any quests at all? I'm going to turn off this track humanoids because it's slightly annoying. Where's it? Is it well fed? Let's take that one off. It would be right there. Okay, so we've must have done that one. Maybe we just haven't finished it. Maybe we've got here. Let's just filter this by zone. Steward companion. Soul led astray. And I've got nothing else here. So unless we've done that. Malfunctioning claw guard. Okay. Not sure then. Let's see if we can see any quests around this area. Let's work our way to the north. See if we can find them. Treasure chests. Just looking on. There we got where the world quest is. Paladis. Is this it? That's the Phalanx Master.
I welcome you.
His numerous repairs meet Phalanx is part of the role. We're playing customers now. Yeah. Right there, that guy. Okay.
Discipline in all things.
Phalanx Master. Retrieving. Task retrieved. Go over here. Maybe I did part of the quest but just didn't finish it. Yeah. So it could be this. Okay. Now we need to pick up something. Lots of sparkly things. So let's grab that. Oh, it's always a heavy thing, isn't it? Oh, to be a demon hunter or something. Can I walk over this? Ugh, it's so heavy. Go on, Samadan. Hold on, I wanted to get a good screenshot. I want to be walking forward with it though. Hold on. Around this way. Oh, I can't do a walking forward whilst doing a screenshot. The things we do. There we go. Now I can't press print screen at the same time. Print screen. There we go. We'll just take one from there. That'll do. There we are. Fluffy lions with wings or mechanical kitty cats. Both if I can. Forge fire engineer. Can we borrow some of these please? We need 5 of these. Reinforced armour. More fingers. I was going to use my nose but that didn't quite work. Essentially to the enemy. Once you have finished with both sets of quests, you choose one of them to be your companion. Right, okay. Let's go and do this. You need to commit, unfortunately. Such a terrible thing. There we go. We need to order you to do something, I think. We need to order all of them? Yeah, 3 of them. Come on then. I'm guessing we're coming over here. There we are, reinforced armour placed. Oh, okay. God, this is a bit fanciful, isn't it? Well, I guess if it was simple, everyone could do it. I fear commitment. There we go. Everything is placed for the repair. There we are, fantastic. Well done, Pelodis. Pelodis, not Pelidos. Pelodis. And there we go. Alright, reinforced armour. May appear to be returned to perfect shape, but it needs to be retested and trained. Okay. So combat drills and laser location, I'm guessing we need to also do. And laser location, we'll grab that one.
Steel your heart.
And I guess Hoppo needs something. Gives us some extra bits. Oh, that's terrible. Leonid, fearsome Larian. Okay. Toodle-hoo. So we've got a few different things to do there. Okay, this might take me a little bit longer to do than I anticipated, but it's all progress. Companions for missions means more gold. Okay, so now we need to... Oh, look at that. Both our mounts together. That looks great. Me and my friend here. We're going down here. I'm guessing we're going down here. What do we need to do? Leonid slain. And agitated worms here. Combat testing. Let's do that. These are actually tougher than I thought. Not sure where Leonid is at the moment, but we'll go through this anyway. Hall of beasts. What does this do? Allows us to look for gems nearby. Sounds like fun. Do we need to do that? Possibly. 3 of 8 here. Okay, we're alright on this point. That's good. He's in the cave, is he? Alright, okay, so that's all done as well. Can't loot these. Can you look for gems? Order a search. Can you find some gems? Okay, we get some gems as well. Grab another one of those. Let's use our ability here. It's easy enough. We're going to have a look for some gems whilst you're here. Now you're in the cave down here. There's Leonid. So a choice between Leonid and my Gatamos here. I do like Leonid because he looks cool, but the fact that my mount is similar to this is quite nice actually. So I'll be tempted. Also a treasure on table down the other path as well if you're trying to go up Bastion treasures. I haven't done Bastion treasures, but it'd be worth a go. Okay, Leonid, I'm sorry Leonid, but you are done. I bet you some gems in here. Go have a look. Okay, 4 of 6, and then how many more worms do we do? 2 more worms. Let's grab around that side, grab those. Grab those. Grab that one. You do Torghast last before you log out for that reason. Okay, what are we left with? There's the treasure chest. How many more worms? We've done... Oh, training gems we just need to do. Can't do that yet. That's interesting. Why can't we do that? They're probably not in here, are they? Let's try a couple of these. Assuming that's Larian Tamer's harness. Something we need. do a couple of these once we're here. And we can do another thing now, so we can do that as well. Go search for a gem. Off you go. We're heading down this way anyway. There's the two of those. There we go. Kyrian Smith, repair item to full durability. Oh, okay, interesting. Was that the treasure chest we wanted? Looks like it. So all ready for turn in. Let's head on outside. Oh, these have respawned. Let's just go outside. Kill this as we go out. Just to finish this off. Okay, that was the treasure. Okay, thank you. If we can sneak out here, we'll just mount up and run. Slightly different looking mount, but it still matches. Let's go up and round. But needed for the achievement. I don't tend to focus too much on achievements. This one particularly I'm doing because it has a purpose. It's particularly towards gold making. Right, that one's done. Grab that. Choose that one.
This place will tidy itself.
And this one we'll grab. Combat drills.
Our charge is
Training gem done.
our vigil. Resolute.
Okay, and taking the correct position. Oh, okay. And training enrichments, phalanx, formational drills must recall standard Kyrian battle formations and flow on one to the next. Formational training is the final piece of information. Still missing, please aid in retraining him. Okay,
Archon shield you.
let's have a look. Okay, see how your tactical knowledge is. Okay, so we need to pop him here. Is that the thing? If I can get him there, pop him there. Line formation complete. V formation. Okay, where's everyone else? V. Let's make a V. Can you read text? Because then that's it. Cross formation. What makes it? Oh, there's a cross. There we go. Didn't see that one there. Once more tuned for combat. Fantastic. That was easier than I thought, actually. Seeing you messing a little with all the things. For recipes, yes. Anything else? Then we need to bring it back to his post. Okay. You are done.
Archon's light
Complete
shine
that.
upon you.
So that's the correct mindset for retraining a phalanx. I believe you can find great success. Before you commit, I implore you to go across the hill and introduce yourself to my rival Nemea. She believes that her unreasonable free-willed Larians are better partners and my perfect phalanx. Experience her lifestyle so you may know how much greater my work is. Okay, so we do one then the other. Okay. So we're probably not going to have time to do this one as well, but we at least got a few done. Didn't see what cells I had there, because this is going to be obviously testing out the whole Larian stuff. Go through, do this quest, and then obviously choose one between the two. Okay, now at least we know what we're doing. That is good, and we can get our companion there at the end. In terms of what we got done today, well, we got a fair amount done, I'd say. We got our... Oh, we need to go back and put our companions to the mission table, actually. Thank you, Darkwing. So in terms of what we got done today, we managed to relist our auctions, obviously. We did the great thing with restocking with TSM 4.11 Alpha. That was fantastic. Then we went to Torghast and we picked up our extra companions, which is really useful. So we've got a bunch of those. Just need the last one and then we'll be done on that front, and then we can just keep on leveling them up and sending them on missions and getting lots and lots of gold and resources, which is also going to be useful. Adventurers, mining cash, or XP definitely. Can we get all 3 on this? Will that work? There we go. That will get you started. Send parties. There we go. And they can be doing their thing. 7 hours time, pick that up in the morning. Right, we did pretty good, I'd say, for that day. Next stream will be on Tuesday, so I hope that was useful. Let's see who else is on. Who do we have? We have our noters on, like as you said. Who else did you say was on movie? I don't think I've got movie on my list. I think we haven't sent some love over our noters' way anyway, so let's make sure that our noter isn't finishing up, because usually our noter finishes around the same sort of time as me. So let's just check. Make sure. Yeah, our noter's still active, running around. So before they go and send one my way, we'll just send it through. Oh, is Saigon going live as well, actually? You're now streaming. We'll give you a boost, Saigon, as we haven't given you one before. Where are you? I don't think I've got you added on, actually. Hold on. There we are. Bit of a preemptive one. You already know it's coming, so it's going to hit you anyway. Anticipation. Let's go send some love over Saigon Paul's way. There we go. Thank you all. Slash raid Saigon Paul. Thank you all for a lovely stream. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you all very soon.
Yes, my lord?